it's almost time for kids time. We're gonna be late.
It's time to share. There's a world out there looking for a friend like Jesus. It's time to share. There's a world out there. Let's tell him that he loves us so. Let's tell him that he loves us so. Kids time. Kids time. Kids time.
Hi, boys and girls. I love family reunions, don't you? I have a great big family, and since we all live in different places, we can't get together very often, but it's wonderful when we do. We love to play games together and sing around the piano and cook our favorite meals we had growing up. Of course, as kids, we sometimes had disagreements, but we learned to forgive and let Jesus live in our hearts. If we didn't have love in our hearts for each other, our big family reunions probably wouldn't be very much fun. You know, boys and girls, sometimes we make mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes hurt the people we love the most. And if we don't say, "I'm sorry," the bad feelings between us can get worse and worse. That's what our Bible story is about today. It's about a reunion between two brothers who hadn't talked to each other in years. If there's someone you've wronged, why don't you plan on saying, "I'm sorry" to them today? Right now, it's time for Nature Time.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Nature Time. I'm in the beautiful country of Australia, and we're at the Wild Sanctuary in Currumbin, Australia, and I have an expert on birds, but this is a special bird. What kind of bird is this, Timmy?
This is a wedge-tailed eagle, so Australia's largest aerial predator. As you can see, he is quite large.
And he's quite heavy, kids. I'll tell you, I've been hanging on to him for a little while.
Yeah.
Okay, well, tell me about this. How big is it? How heavy is this bird right now?
Well, what you're looking at right now, Jesse, which is
It's
his
Jesse.
name.
Okay, hi, Jesse.
He's 4 kilos Australian, which is pounds again.
Probably maybe between 8 and 10 pounds, but heavy if you're
Yes.
holding it out in your arm like this.
Yes, exactly. But guess what? The females are much, much bigger.
They're bigger than the males.
Yeah, the couple kilos bigger than the males, so they have to
wow.
protect their nests. And
Yeah,
so
okay.
he's light. The females are much, much heavier.
What do these eagles eat?
Well, basically what you're looking at right now is a type of bird called a raptor. And a
Okay.
raptor is a bird that uses their legs as their weapons of choice.
Okay.
So you can see everyone would look at the beak, right, and say, wow, that is such a big beak.
Yeah.
But really what you're looking at is those feet. Now,
Yes.
those feet have enough crushing power in them to break every bone in your hand, which is exactly why you're wearing a glove.
Yeah.
So
That's scary.
Yeah, so a reason why a raptor would have those talons is because they would be going for live food.
Okay.
So any raptor, they'll go for other birds. They
Okay.
might go for rodents. They might go for rabbits. You know, anything like that. But the wedge-tailed eagle, he's actually a quite lazy hunter.
Is that right?
Yeah. He feeds on carrion.
Okay, dead stuff.
Yeah.
So, how big is this? I mean, is this wedge-tailed eagle only in Australia?
The wedge-tailed eagle is found only in Australia.
Okay. How does it match up with the bald eagle in America? Because that's a big eagle, but this seems mighty big. Do you know?
No, I don't know, but I am planning on traveling over one day and checking it out because I heard that you guys have amazing eagles over there.
We do. But this is an amazing eagle. Now, does it the tails? Is it called a wedge tail because it has a wedge tail?
Yes, it's one distinctive thing about the wedge-tailed eagle. So when they're soaring around in the sky,
Yeah.
you can determine the wedge-tailed eagle because of that wedge tail.
Okay.
And they're, yeah, quite large. They actually don't need to make one single beat for hours when they're out there. And that's because of their perfect design.
Yeah, God is amazing, kids. He always does the perfect design. You and I would get it all messed up. Well, how long does this eagle live?
The eagle, just like some parrots of Australia, live to 80 human years.
80 years old. Now, do you know how old this eagle is?
He's around 16.
16, so he's just a kid.
He is just a kid, yeah.
Now, they can fly. Do they get thermals and stuff like other eagles?
They do. They can take rising thermals, and he does get very excited when he has the breeze go towards him. He feels as if he naturally has to instinctively fly up towards the sky.
Wow. Now, I want that. You said these could be kind of affection, not to me that doesn't know me, but to you. I'd like to pass it off to you.
Yeah, no worries.
So we end.
I'll show
and
you
see
what
what
they
happens
do.
here. Okay, watch this, kids.
Ready? He's going to open up his wings and step
Okay,
up
you
on
got
my
it?
gloves.
Look at those wings, kids.
All right. So you can see those wings. He's using those large talons. I think he likes you too much. He
Yes,
doesn't want to
I
leave
think so
you.
too.
Check out the wedge tail.
Wow, look at that, kids.
Large wingspan.
That is
As you
so
can
cool.
see, every feather is perfect.
Yeah,
Like an athlete of the sky. So they make a very good umbrella.
yeah.
Okay, and then when they're in captivity, they do bond with whoever takes care of them, because in the wild they bond for life.
Okay.
And so what we do is we can actually.
Oh, kids, isn't that so neat? I won't try to do that. Well,
Taking my hair with him.
well, Neil, it's been fantastic having you here. You certainly are an expert on these wedge-tailed eagles. Thanks for being here with us today.
No worries, thank you.
Kids, don't forget, nature's God's second book. Get out there and take a look. Oh, man. I don't even want to touch that. That is so neat.
Welcome to Learning Time. I'm glad you joined us today. And today, we're in beautiful Collegedale, Tennessee. And I've got a lot of helpers today. You know, today we're going to do an experiment you can do at home. You might need a little help with it. But have you ever seen a tornado? Well, some people might live in areas where there are tornadoes, and every now and then we might even have a tornado here. But you can actually make a tornado in a bottle by taking two 2-liter bottles, take 2 caps, glue them together, put a hole in them, and if you twist it around like this, and it will shake it, and you can absolutely get a tornado. Isn't that cool? You want to hold that? Hold that right there. That's a tornado. Now, a tornado is a turning force. We call it a vortex. Today, we're going to make some vortexes in the air, and we're going to do that with some trash cans. So go ahead and bring your trash can up here. Now, if you'll notice, look at we've got a hole in the trash can right here. And then we've got a piece of shower curtain on the other end to make a drum head. Okay, bring it over here, guys. And we have our helper, and she's going to help us here. We're going to put some fog in there. Go ahead and shoot it for us. Go ahead, press the button. Press the button. There you go. Press the button. And we're going to put some fog in here, just like that. Okay, good. Okay, there you go. All right. Okay, stop. Okay, and then put this down and carry it way back there to the end. Okay, we're going to bring our next one up here. Okay, put that down. Okay, here we go. Come on over here. We're going to shoot some more fog in here so that we can see the board. Okay, press the button. We're going to put a lot of fog in here so that the fog will mix with the air molecules so you can see it, just like that. Okay, and you can stop right there. Okay, all right, and keep it down low, just like that. And let's see what we got. Okay, but move back a little bit. Move over here because we got to have some room. Okay, they're going to aim it. Go ahead, aim it up in the air, and they're going to hit the shower curtain, and we're going to see some vortexes coming out. Okay, go ahead. Are you going to hit it? Wow! And look at that. Now, how cool is that? Isn't that interesting? Okay. Okay, now stop. All right, I think most of our fog is out. Okay, now we're going to put one in here. Now, all right, let's go ahead. Shoot some in there. Press the button for us, just like that. Okay, and stop. Okay. Now, what I want you to look at is what that ring does. It's traveling in the air just like that. Now, the air molecules that are in front, they get out of the way and they let that ring go by. I think that's interesting. Now, answer this question for me. What's the shape of the hole? A circle! All right, the shape of the hole is a circle. What do you think would happen if we take another trash can and we put a what shape hole in it? A square hole. How many of you think that we'll get a square ring? Well, let's try it. Go ahead. Help me hold that. Go ahead. Let's put some stuff in there. Push the button. We're going to fill this up just like this. Okay, and stop. Okay, let's move it over here and hit it one time for us. Whoa! What was the shape? It's a circle shape instead of a square shape. Now, that is interesting, isn't it? Now, let me ask you a question. Why do you suppose that it comes out round coming out of a square hole? Yes? Okay, well, you know what happened? The smoke or the fog wants to come out square. It's coming out of a square hole, but it can't stay square. It can't stay square because square is not a strong structure in nature. Have you ever seen a square tree trunk? No. No. Have you ever seen a square egg? No. Oh no, that would be a very weak tree, or that would be a very weak egg and it would crack. Have you ever seen a square head on somebody? No. Oh no. It wouldn't be very strong because God made things round that needs to be strong. And even that smoke or that fog that comes out, it has to go to the strongest shape in nature because God made those natural rules. We call them laws of nature. Even nature, they have to obey God because God created all of nature, didn't He? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you know, every time we learn more about science, we learn more about our Creator, God.
I just saw Jacob outside. He just sent the shepherds out with the flocks. We need to hurry because we need to put as much time and space between us and Laban.
It's so strange to think about leaving here. I've lived here my entire life. And it still makes me so angry how my own father tricked Jacob into marrying my sister, Leah.
Well, you still got to marry him after the week.
But he still had to work another 7 years.
No, it's true. But you have to remember that you're still Jacob's favorite wife. Anyway, we don't know when Laban is going to come back with his men from that trip he went on. We need to hurry because when he finds out that we're gone, he's going to be so angry.
Well, that's not all he's going to be angry about.
What did you say?
Can you grab that blanket?
Oh, you sure.
Make sure we bring that.
Of course. Here you go.
Thank you.
Rachel, Laban's here.
What, in the camp?
Yes, your father in the camp.
Oh, I was hoping he forgot. It's been a week and a half.
He's brought all these men and he's really angry because Jacob took all his wives and his children and his sheep and his cattle.
Jacob worked hard for this. Why would he be angry?
You know how your father is. You know how he gets.
he be here?
But that's not all. He's angry because somebody has taken his idols. He found them missing at his house.
Bella, no!
But
No!
it's okay. They're not even in the camp. We
Bella!
worship God.
Bella, I took the idols. I have them. You did what? Bella, I have them here.
Whoa, Rachel!
We have to hide
What
them.
are we gonna do?
Bella, you have to help me hide them, please.
I'm gonna take the children. I'm gonna take the children. You hide them. Come on, kids.
Oh no,
Let's go. We're gonna go play. Let's
where
go play.
can I put them?
But you better hide them quick. He's coming.
I'll sit down.
Jacob, I still can't believe that this is happening to me. Why would you take my children and everything away from me, and especially my idols? Why would you do that?
Laban, I didn't take the idols. We've searched the whole camp and we haven't found them. We're down to the last tent. Your own daughter Rachel's tent. You gonna search here too?
Yes, every tent, every square inch. Ezra, you get in there and search that tent right now.
Fine, we've got all day. Have a seat. Let's take a look. You're not gonna find any idols in here. Did you find anything yet? I didn't think so. Laban, why are you treating me like a common thief? I worked for you for 20 long years, and I never took anything. Why would I take idols? I worship the living God. We all serve the living God.
Keep looking. Search every inch. Don't miss a thing.
Are you finding anything?
Check the corner. Over here.
See, there's no idols. Are you finding idols back there? We didn't take the idols. So, are you gonna look under Rachel now? Get on up. Rachel, get up. He needs to look underneath. He needs to look everywhere.
Father, dearest Father, I'm so tired. Can I stay here, please?
I'm conducting this search, not you. You stay seated. Ezra, keep looking. Did you find anything?
See, no idols, Laban. We need to get past this.
Maybe I have been hasty. Maybe I've misjudged you, Jacob. So why don't we just build an altar here, right now, and let's have a covenant of peace between us. And then I'll go back to Haran, and you can take your family and go on to Canaan.
Thank you, Laban. We've been wrestling all night. It's almost daybreak. I will not let you get my family. Who are you? You want Esau's men? Esau needed to bring 400 men to get my family? I won't let you go and get my family. Lord, help me! I won't let you go!
Let me go, because it will soon be daybreak.
I won't let you go until you bless me.
What is your name?
Jacob.
I am changing your name. You'll no longer be called Jacob, but Israel, because you have wrestled with me, and I will give you the assurance of forgiveness and blessings for which you have struggled.
What is your name?
You know who I am. May you be blessed.
I have seen the Lord face to face, and yet I live. Praise be to God. I have the assurance of forgiveness. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? It was the Lord. I have seen the Lord face to face, and yet I live. Praise be to God. I am forgiven. Thanks for being with me since I made peace with Laban and I made it to Canaan. Praise be to God. I am forgiven. I can now face Esau and his 400 men. Praise be to God. I am no longer afraid.
Esau.
Yes.
I scouted ahead and saw a man coming this way.
Do you think it's Jacob, my brother?
I'm almost certain of
Are
it.
you sure?
Yes.
Go back with the other men.
Right
I must
away.
be alone with my brother. Oh, Jacob!
Esau! So good to see you. Esau, I have sinned against you. Can you forgive me?
Jacob, I have already forgiven you.
Thank you, my brother. For 20 long years, I have wanted your forgiveness. Thank you, my brother. Did you get those gifts that I sent you?
I did. I don't need them.
No, please, if I have found favor in your eyes, please accept them.
As you wish.
Thank you. Please, come see my family.
Why are you crippled?
It's a long, incredible story, my brother. Let me tell you.
It's time for Miss Brenda's Book of the Day. And today's book, boys and girls, is very special. It is Miss Brenda's Bedtime Stories. This one is volume 4. There's actually 5 volumes. This one's volume 4. And it's full of character-building stories for children to help you want to be more like Jesus. And these stories have a good balance of boy stories and girl stories, stories to help you want to be more honest, to help you to be, choosing the right friends. And it's also full, let me show you this. It's full of wonderful pictures through all the stories so you can see who I'm talking about. Isn't that great, boys and girls? Yeah. You like that? Well, I also want to share with you that this comes with an audiobook as well. It's Miss Brenda reading you. It's my voice. It's me reading each one of these stories. So in the evening, you can look at the book and listen to Miss Brenda reading you the story. Isn't that a cool way to go to sleep each night? And with thoughts about wanting to be more like Jesus. Well, there's 3 very special guest boys and girls that want to be more like Jesus, and their names are, let me introduce you to our guest today. We have Karen, we have Sharon, and we have Lara. How did I do?
Good.
Huh? We got that right? And you girls love to share Jesus, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, let me start with you, Sharon. What do you have in your lap here, and what do you do to share Jesus?
Well, we started out when we were little by collecting our Sabbath school, Sabbath school lessons, and then passing them out to our neighbors on our bicycles, and some prophecy DVDs and Bible study cards, and giving them out to people on the street or wherever.
And we also put them on the doorknobs.
And on the doorknobs. Oh, that's good. Now, you've got something in your hand. What do you have?
Yeah, we make bookmarks, and we pass them out to cashiers and all kinds of people.
Everywhere you go?
Yeah.
And I noticed these are really special, boys and girls. That's awesome. And Lara, what do you do to share Jesus?
Me and my sisters, we sing in our singing group, and the name is Forever His. And we also play. And
you also play a violin, don't you?
Yeah. And once we went to this man's house. His name was Isaac. And we played for him because he was sick. And he said it really touched his heart. And then a week later, he died.
Oh, so were you really glad you had a chance to witness to him while he was still alive, huh? Oh, that's awesome. What do you think? Would you encourage boys and girls to get out there and witness for Jesus?
Yes.
You would?
It's really amazing when you can see how God works through people's lives through you.
Did either of you have a really fun experience that you could share quickly?
Yeah. At my church, we give the visitors a little gift, a book, or whatever we find in our library. And so one time I remember that I kept thinking I have to give this lady a gift, and finally I caught her out in the parking lot leaving, and I gave her Desire of Ages, and she held the book in shock, and she's like, I've been wanting this book for so long, and now I actually have it. And so that was a wonderful experience.
It is a wonderful experience. And I want to encourage you to go out and keep singing for Jesus, keep smiling for Jesus. Did you know sometimes people say, oh, I don't know what to do to share Jesus, but just giving someone a smile and, you know, and maybe just a quick, I just want you to know Jesus loves you. It can be a pick-me-up for the day.
A golden moment.
Exactly. And pray about where God wants you to witness. That's an important ingredient when you're witnessing for Jesus, isn't it? Well, I want to thank you, girls, for coming on Kids Time and sharing all the things you do to witness for Him. That's all the time we have today. But until next time, remember, it's Kids Time to share Jesus.